Hi everyone, welcome to today's craft program. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries and I use they, them pronouns. So for today's craft, we are going to be getting into one of the favorite craft supplies here at the Hancock branch, which is Perler beads. If you come here any day of the week, there are going to be people doing Perler beads. Everyone loves them. It's fun, easy. You can make really great stuff with it. So your craft bags are going to include the beads you'll need, some twine, a piece of paper to put over your craft before you iron it, and it's also going to have a star pegboard. And the thing that you'll need at home to complete this is you'll need an iron and you'll need a hot glue gun. If you don't have a hot glue gun, you can try some other methods, but hot glue is probably going to be best. But yeah, you'll definitely need an iron. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're making a candy corn decoration. So I'll get started showing you what we're doing. And it's really easy. I wish I had a different shape so you can see it a bit better. But you're just going to start out putting your first row is white, your second row is orange, and we're using these kind of fluorescent colors because I have a ton of them. Sometimes when you buy Perler beads, I'm just going to put some in my hand, that'll be faster. They just have, what was I saying? You can buy different sets of Perler beads, and there's one and it had like a bag of fluorescent colors in it. And for whatever reason, they're not been like super popular. So I just have a lot. And I don't have hardly any of the solid colors for yellow. So that's why we're going to do fluorescent. So if you can see that is what we're going for. And you will kind of have to stick to this design because each bag has the correct amount of beads to make this. So it doesn't have extra beads. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling over here with my tweezers. Now on the same hand, I said you had to stick to the pattern, but if you decide you don't want to make candy corn and you're just going to use your beads and your pegboard to make something different, that's up to you. But I was just saying that in case people are like, oh, I want to make my candy corn pointy at the top. Well, you're not going to have enough white beads to kind of do the other ones. And this is random, but candy corn, I actually really like it. I can't eat it anymore, but I know some people are like, oh, they don't like candy corn, but I do. So as you can see, I'm skipping a triangle because you don't want them to overlap and touch. So we're going to do 3 candy corns, and then actually let me plug in my iron. So yeah, we'll do 3 candy corns, iron them, and then I'll probably pause this and then do the last 3, iron those, and then we'll come back and we'll glue them to our twine. As you can see, this is a very quick craft. And if you get a craft bag and you don't have an iron at home, but you still want to do it, you can just come over here. We'll iron it for you. Though I'd kind of prefer, if you're going to just come over here, that you leave the craft bag for someone else and you can use the stuff we have at the branch to do your craft. Okay, so there are our first 3 candy corns. The iron we have, I don't want to burn myself, but it has these settings in the back. And I just kind of set it, it's set to wool, which is a 2 on the heat scale. You know, you don't want it to be like super hot because it'll just melt your stuff like flat, and you don't want it to be that flat, and you don't want to melt your board. So I've put our parchment paper on top. Now I'm just putting the iron on, and usually I just move it around, checking how it looks. I'm the type of person, I like mine for like the holes of the perler beads to be like completely closed, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Like when they melt, I like the melted side to be like flat and no open holes if I can. And see, when it's done ironing, okay, that was fast, that was done. You let it sit for just a second. I actually prefer the side that's not ironed, like the way that looks, versus the ironed side. But I think I'm in the minority on that because every one of our students, they prefer the other side. So these are still pretty warm, but there you've got your candy corn. So that's what I was talking about. You don't really have open holes. So yeah. They're so cute. So I'm going to pause this and come back when we are going to hot glue stuff. Okay, so we have our 6 candy corns and our hot glue gun and our twine. So positioning these is going to be up to you. I'm trying to center mine as much as I can. So I'm putting my hot glue on the back of the candy corn at the top. And going like that. And just to be extra, I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on top of the twine. Then positioning the next one. Some more hot glue. Now, other glues might work for this, but if you're using like an Elmer's glue, it's probably going to take it a while to dry. And hot glue isn't perfect. As far as like staying on here. Though I do think the twine kind of helps because of the texture of it. I feel like it bonds better than like maybe something else. And then do this last one. Okay, give this a second to cool off before I show you. There's lots of little strands of hot glue that I'm going to have to pick off later. It's okay. Alright, the big reveal. Ta-da!